Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the podcast and YouTube channel of the Peak Signing Agents Podcast, where I'm trying to help you become the best notary and signing agent that you can possibly be. I'm Derek Van Otten. You can call me DVO. You can follow me on social media at Peak Signing, and you can follow me there. Please do, so we can stay in touch. Okay, on this episode, I want to talk about another product that we use a lot. Probably we use the most of, and that is paper. I've realized we have not talked about paper on this episode, and I saw a signing agent ask a question about paper, and I thought it was pretty self-explanatory, but if someone has a question, maybe other people do, and I thought let's talk about it because maybe there's other aspects that you haven't even thought about before. Well, let's talk about it. Paper is something we use all the time. So what type of paper should you be using? Because I have had an issue about paper. So this actually makes a really good topic. The person was asking in a group, what type of paper should I be using? I went to go buy some, and I realized there's lots and lots of types of paper. So we're going to talk about color, brightness. We're going to be talking about weight. We're going to be talking about cost and efficiency. So let's talk about it. When I first started, I did see signing services mention a minimum weight of paper. And that was 20-pound weight. Now, I will say this. I do not know how they determine weight of paper. I don't know. I'm not in the paper industry. I'm staying in my lane. I am in the notary business, okay? I am not in the paper business. So I'm staying in my lane. I don't know the paper industry. I don't know how they do the weight. I don't know how they do, well, I can figure out how they do brightness because I've seen different brightness. But I did see signing services say a minimum of 20-pound weight. And I will say that's probably pretty accurate because I did have a client one time that said, hey, out of curiosity, where do you buy your paper? Because I have an issue. Anytime you do the closing and bring us the paperwork, when I'm scanning the copies that you brought back, it's jamming up my scanner. And maybe our scanner is kind of old, or I don't know. And I'm not exactly sure what paper I got because I did go buy it at a wholesale warehouse, and now I just go and buy my paper elsewhere. I make sure it's at least 20-pound weight. So that is the minimum that I have seen. People have said a minimum of 20-pound weight, and if you have that, you should be just fine. Do you need 24? Probably not. So it is about, I believe, the thickness of the paper and the quality of the paper. But you just need at least 20-pound weight. It will just make sure it scans properly. Brightness. I think if you have at least a 90% brightness, you will be fine. Because there's 90, 92, 94 that I've seen. It's just how white the paper is. And honestly, if you have over 90%, you should be fine. Again, comment on YouTube if you have seen or heard otherwise. But from my understanding, if you have 90% brightness, 20-pound weight, you should be fine. Now, where do you get your paper? You can get them at most supply stores, office supply stores, I should say. There are ways to get Staples discounts. Mark Wills from the loan signing system has offered anyone who's a notary, you do not have to be a student, a way to get Staples discounts. I'll try to find the information on it and put that link in the description here. But anyone can get Staples discounts. They might even be able to bring it to your door. I will tell you where I find the best value for paper. I have found the best value at Costco and Sam's Club. Again, go to the comments in YouTube of this video if you have found better deals. Please let me know. That's just where I have found the best deals. Costco and Sam's Club. They're the same price, but that's where I found the best deals, the best price. That's where I go to buy my paper. They are near me. In fact, sometimes I just go on my app, order it, have it ready for me. I just pull up and I just go pick it up and put it in my van, the one I'm recording in right now. That is what I do for paper. I find it very convenient. I used to buy it on Amazon, actually. That was very convenient because they would just drop it off at my door, and they had great deals, but they no longer sell that type of paper on Amazon, and so now I get it at Costco and Sam's Club. That's the best deals that I have found. But if you have found something better, please go to the comment section and put that so all the notaries that watch this can go there and look and see where else you have found great deals, and you can go price match. So if I did not already have a Costco and Sam's Club membership, would I get one just for paper? Yeah, I would. I definitely would. For me, it's worth it. But you might end up going shopping there and find out, oh, there's a lot of great things here that you might want. But I do find that it would be worth it even if you were just buying your office supplies from there. I have bought a lot of office supplies from there. My chair, my office chair, I have bought at Costco and Sam's Club. I keep what's it called? It's a battery charger. So if, let's just say, my mobile office, the battery died, I could jumpstart it. I don't have to wait for anybody to help me jumpstart it. I can actually just hook it up and it would jumpstart. And so I've got that I keep in here. Also, anyway, a lot of different office supplies I've purchased at Costco and Sam's Club. Even some of the clothes that I wear, I bought them from there too. So a lot of my marketing material, when I go marketing, I've bought items from Costco and Sam's Club when I go out marketing, and I bring something with me. So I do think it's worth it in my opinion. But anyway, I just want to talk about paper on this episode, were the best deals that I have found, and also the minimum. Again, that is at least 90% brightness and 20-pound weight. Comment if you have heard otherwise. But again, that's what I think is the minimum. All right. Hey, keep being an amazing notary and a peak signing agent. And we'll talk soon.